Yeah, I participated in a protest yesterday, and I haven't watched a second of CNN.
What the fuck are you protesting about?
The murder of a black man.
You don't know that he was fucking murdered, you asshole! You don't know.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Some crazy shit going on. Oh my god.
Hey, moron.
Yo.
Did you hear there's a preliminary coroner's report?
What'd they say?
That there's no sign of asphyxiation or damage to the neck.
What caused it?
That's a good question. He had, according to reports that I've heard, he had underlying coronary problems, and he also had hypertension. Okay. Now, the fact what I said to you. Do you remember what I said to you earlier? I said he may have put his weight with his leg on his neck, or his could have been on his right knee, and his knee was just pressing on his neck in order so that he couldn't lift it up.
That means there's weight then, though.
No, it does not. No. Yeah. Wrong. Okay, listen, dude, I'm going to kick your ass out of this room if you don't start being honest. You got kicked out of here earlier.
I am being honest. I need someone to agree with me.
You can press and have contact physically with another body without exerting significant force.
But we can all agree, though, that it's weight.
No, bye-bye. You're done. See you later. Yeah, don't feel sorry for it. I dealt with him earlier today. He's full of crap. He said he saw the cop murder this guy. The preliminary coroner's report stated there was no asphyxiation. There was no trauma to the neck. Now, I don't know. We don't have the complete coroner's report yet. I don't know whether the cop is guilty of causing his death or not. I don't know. All right? But I pointed out to this clown that this is the preliminary coroner's report.
You cut off somebody's carotid artery, and
you don't know. Then there would be some trauma to the neck. When you do an autopsy, you can find broken blood vessels. Okay, right?
There'd be brain damage.
It doesn't. Listen to me. Listen. We still do not know that the police officer is responsible for this. This is a narrative that the news media repeats over and over and over again, that blacks are oppressed in this country. This is total garbage. Yeah, I know what the riot's about. We have people in this inner city who are losers. They're mostly male. Okay, a lot of them are use alcohol, drugs on a regular basis. They're anarchists. Was this systematic societal injustice to a black guy? No, it was not. Okay. At worst, it was a bad decision by a cop to use a certain kind of force. Okay. But we still don't know. Okay.
Just because they've charged someone with something doesn't mean they're going to convict them.
The only reason why he's charged, okay, because of rioting. It's because they're trying to mollify the rioters by his arrest. Okay.
Do you think that there's any effect on the black community from segregation and redlining?
This is total bullshit. It's 2020, dude.
Segregation.
Just say something here.
Redlining. Hold on.
What is the most popular cultural mediums within the inner city black community? What is it? What is the most popular form of entertainment? It is rap music. Okay? It's extremely popular among large swaths of black community.
Yeah, I grew up in the city. I'm familiar with.
Look at the lyrics of these songs. Okay? This is vile human thinking and behavior. And this is popular among many of these communities. Okay? I'm not indicting every single person. There is a problem. You see, if we need, everybody's afraid to point out something. There's a problem with the culture in a lot of black communities in the inner cities in this country, and nobody wants to say anything because they're accused of being racist. Okay?
Yeah, at the protest, I mean, there are white and black people there, and I think that the general issue is a police brutality issue, not specifically.
No, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. I'm tired of this bullshit. Okay, we do not have rampant police brutality. Okay. When are you people going to be honest about what's going on?
Okay, hold on. If that's the case, then why don't we have blacks in their own community stepping up, going to the police department, applying as a police officer, and getting a job so that they don't have this happening?
They do. This isn't about. Look, listen. I hate that they made this about race. It fucking bothers me a lot because this isn't
disgusting. It has nothing to do with race.
The root of the problem isn't about race. That is a diversionary tactic to create tension between ethnic groups in this country is stupid. But the problem is cops kill white people too. Nobody fucking gives a shit about that. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Nobody gives a fuck if cops kill a Mexican. Nobody gives a shit about that. Nobody cares when a cop kills an Asian person. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck about those people.
Well, why should we? Why should we, unless we have evidence, okay, why should we care unless we have evidence of illegal behavior on part of the cops? Okay? You know what? I'm tired of this bullshit in this country. Okay? I'm in my late 50s. I'm tired of this bullshit. This has been going on ever since I've been a teenager, and it won't stop. Okay? All these people want to do is they want to blame whitey, the system. Okay? I'm tired of this bullshit. How many fucking riots are we going to have in this country? Okay? When we have bad actors acting all the time. What's his name? What's his name? He's dead now. The black guy who got hit with the nightstick. No, Rodney King. Okay, and then people bitching, and we have this fucking asshole Barack Obama stoking the coals of racial tension with his last statement. Okay. Or with Trayvon Martin, who was a thug and got killed because he was bashing someone's skull into the sidewalk. We have other instances, okay? And the news media stokes this, okay? The news media is culpable in this.
I agree.
What is fucking going on in these various cities? Our anarchists are taking an opportunity to get orgasms, destroying things and lighting things on fire.
And the funniest thing that happened yesterday was CNN, their offices were attacked. The ones that are stoking the fire of all this radical rioting, they got shot by their own gun. Unfreaking believable.
I'm fed up with this bullshit.
I participated in a protest yesterday, and I haven't watched a second of CNN.
What the fuck are you protesting about?
The murder of a black man.
You don't know that he was fucking murdered, you asshole!
Wait a minute. What do you want done to this?
Hold on a second. How do you know he was murdered?
He needs to be charged and investigated.
Yeah, you participate. You know what? You're a moron. You're an absolute moron. Okay, we do not know that this police. Hold on a second. You know what? We don't even have on a casual look at the videotape that he was intending to harm this guy. Okay. Now you may have said that the way he had his leg positioned, he shouldn't have done that. It was inappropriate. Wasn't part of protocol. but we don't even have visual evidence that he intended to mistreat this guy. We don't even know the fucking cause of death yet. And you're out there protesting? You're an asshole. Go away, you scumbag.
What are you going to say if the cause of death does come back as militia? And there is evidence. I'm quite curious.
Then the cop should be punished according to police protocol and the law of the state. But the point is simply this. The fucking riots that are going on has nothing to do with what happened. It is simply an excuse for anarchists to destroy property and light things on fire.
It's the damn dirty anarchists, man. For sure.
This one free stuff.
I would take some free stuff. Can we get it right again?
See? Exactly that. That's why he's
I'm
protesting.
an anarchist.
The guy's being convicted. The guy's being convicted.
And you're done. You're not going to talk in here, you scumbag. Anybody who tells me you're an anarchist, good, you're done. I'm going to be an anarchist, and you're not going to speak in here, asshole.
Did he actually say, I'm going to take some free stuff?
Yeah, he did.
Oh. Well, so he thinks that things are just free now. What a joke. Brains full of mush. You're protesting stuff. You're protesting things that they've already said they're going to do. They fired the cop. They've arrested him and charged him with murder. And then you're going to say, we're going to protest. We're going to protest.
This isn't
What are you
a
protesting?
Stop talking. This isn't a protest. This is something else. It's more organized, and it's something else. It's not a protest. They're using this as a guise to do something.
We know that the likes of George Soros, in conjunction with radical groups like Black Lives Matter, is literally trying to stoke the flames of rioting, not protest, rioting. Okay? Here we go again. This is total bullshit.
Do you guys think we live in a post-racial society?
Nobody said that.
Before Obama.
But the point is, it's 2020. Okay? If somebody works hard, okay? Look, years ago I was on Xbox Live and I was talking to some young black males and they were claiming about how they're discriminated against. And I said, "You are clueless." And they started copping an attitude with me. I said, "You know why you're clueless?" I said, "Listen to the way you conduct yourself. Listen to the way you talk." I said, "If the way you talk here on here has any reflection of how you conduct it, how you appear, what your demeanor is," they probably didn't even know what demeanor meant. Okay, then people aren't going to want to hire you, given to you how you present yourself. It has nothing to do with whether you're black. Okay, I'm tired of this crap. When are black people in this country in the inner city going to wake up that culture matters? The way you speak, the way you act has a big influence on how other people react to you and want to work with you or hire you. Okay? See, this is never ending. We got skulls full of mush, liberal wackos. It's always whitey, 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 the system, the system, system. I've had it. It's total bullshit.
Darth, I mean, like urban planning and development, the government section that controls that. There's proven cases where they.
What country are you in? What country are you in?
In the U.S. We're talking about.
Were you? Hold on a second. Okay, you're muted, asshole. Now, are you originally from this country?
I'm not. But
What country are you originally from?
It's not relevant to the debate.
Okay, bye. You're done. Okay.
If it wasn't relative, we wouldn't.
Good. And you know what? You know what? You're not relevant. Okay. I asked you a legitimate question. I want to know what your background information that can help me understand what might color your interpretation of the facts. It is relevant. Okay. So you're not relevant. Meanwhile, Tim. Meanwhile, we have blacks dying in places like Chicago in large numbers, black on black crime,
Detroit.
And nobody gives a shit. And this happens day in and day out, week after week, in inner cities, and especially in places, Chicago, run by Democrats from Kingdom Come. Okay,
Chicago, Detroit, Oakland, Memphis, all these, Baltimore. All these cities have daily.
Hey, dudes, How
of
about
black guys being shot dead in the middle of their
Yeah.
own street, and nobody goes out and riots for them.
how about we whites go out and start torching cars and apartment complexes in inner cities because young black males are vastly disproportionately more guilty of committing violent crimes. Okay, how about we go out and riot over there of the oppression of the disproportionate violent young black males? How about that?
Why does 3% of the population commit 50% of the violent crimes? Why is that? Who's oppressed?
Do you know? Do you know that in the 1930s, okay, in the 1920s and 30s, we had black poverty, we had segregation, okay. We didn't have black on black crime. Do you know why? Do you know why we didn't have black on black crime? Anybody want to take a guess? We didn't even see it in the 1940s or 50s. Okay? Because we had the black family was largely intact. Okay? Then we have the rise of the welfare state that started to be introduced in the 60s, the 70s, and 80s. Okay? And then we have the rise of young black males being born in fatherless homes in large numbers. I remember when I was a kid, I got into trouble in the school, all right? And it wasn't anything big. And my parents were divorced. My father called me up and he had a talk with me. It wasn't anything big, all right? But I was concerned, that my father would come and discipline me. So I kept my nose clean. Okay? When you have males that grow up with welfare mothers or they're raised by their grandmother, all right? Are we surprised that they get into gang activity and behave badly? And we have going on what goes on in Chicago? Do any of you in here know what happened during the David Dinkins administration in New York City? Anyone? Bueller?
I know.
There were thousands of murders, okay, every year under David Dinkins, a black mayor. Okay? Rudy Giuliani came in and he was a tough, no-nonsense former U.S. prosecutor who risked his life to go after the mob, gangsters, the mafia. Okay? He became mayor and he completely changed the protocol of the police. He brought the murder rate down in one of the world's largest cities from over 2,000 a year to below 600. Gee, how'd that happen? Everyone wants to blame Whitey. Black oppression. I'm so tired of this.
Like I said, this isn't about race. There are people that want to make it about race, but this really isn't about race.
Darth, did you notice in the reporting that none of the Father's Day cards were missing from the rioters?
Yeah, and the work boots were still there.
And all the sunscreen. Did you see the picture of the white guy coming out of Target and he had like a mega? The only thing he had in his arms was a mega Lego set.
This is a lesson to us, okay? That if people do not, this goes to show you that, how shall I put this? It's not because we live in an oppressive society, okay? The problem is the heart of these individuals that if they're given an opportunity to rape and pillage, destroy and steal, and they can do it without fear of getting caught, they'll do it in a heartbeat in 2020. The problem isn't that our society is oppressive. The problem is these individuals who are writing are uncivilized themselves. They're animals, okay? And the only reason why they don't act out on their animalistic, anarchistic tendencies is because they don't want to go to prison. But the moment you lift the fear of being arrested and going to prison, this is what they do.